and welcome to yet another edition of Ben's Junk, the show that knows how to handle your junk better than you do. And if you remember, I guess it was a little over a year ago now, I did an archive episode on what I dubbed Nanny boxes. And so, if you remember that episode, it basically, on that one, broke down into content filters for TV and especially DVD players. So, like, I had the DVD player with TV Guardian built into it, and if you remember right, it kind of sort of worked. It was kind of the walking talking definition of a mixed success. But anyway, I found a different type of nanny box, and this is Bob. And what Bob does is it doesn't filter content, it just, it's a timer. It controls how much of TV, video games, whatever, that you consume. And so what we're going to do here is I've got it reset to the factory settings, and we're going to try and set this up, and hopefully this works. I might have to take a few stabs at it because I've been testing this thing quite a bit, and I've only had a couple of successful runs, and so I'm going to do what I did on those successful runs here. So anyway, here's Bob. It kind of looks like a really small, really cheesy ATM. And if you turn it over, normally there's this part. So this is what we're up against. And here we go running into our first problem already. This gets covered up, if I can get it in the right direction, by this. And this is all the room you have for a plug. So if it's a wall wart, you're already out of luck. So anyway, just in the name of convenience and I guess maybe a little bit of self-projection here, I've got my turntable set up. Because what self-respecting kid doesn't sit around listening to old LPs? But anyway, I've got the plug here. Let's set this up. And here's the next problem. You kind of have to be not so nice with the cord because it has to come out of this little notch here. So let's see if I can get this covered up and if I can get to land correctly. Okay. All right. There we go. Now let's plug it in. All right, let me try and zoom in here and adjust the camera accordingly. Okay, so let's do this. Press any key to start setup. To create a master pin, press 4 digits. For simplicity's sake, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try to remember that. Okay, the time is, it's 10:13 in the morning. It is morning, as I said. Today is Tuesday when I'm filming this. Okay, here's where we have the first even bigger set of problems. So you can switch between settings to adjust settings for the device, which we will do, and then reports, so you can get a report on how much your kids are using, which is kind of useless for us. All right, so let's set up a user. And it'll be user number 1. And the pin, for simplicity's sake, user number 1, we'll just make it 1111. And we'll, again, for simplicity's sake, we'll manage it just for the day. And let's keep this as brief as possible. I've found that if I set it for anything less than 5 minutes, it just doesn't work. So I don't know if I just have a bad unit or what, but that's just my experience. So 5 minutes. Is this right? Yup. And no block times. I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue for us. And all right. So let's take a swing at this. Maybe I can actually do this all in real time without taking a cut. To turn on the power, enter your PIN. So let's put in our user number 1 PIN. All right, 5 minutes to do this. So let me swing around to the record player. We got power. And I've got something that I think should fly okay, not just with YouTube, but with our viewer base. And that is, remember that one? Of course, you're going to be seeing most of this in fast forward anyway. Okay, and I've also got the turntable running to a CD burner so we can record this and you can hear the whole thing shut down, assuming this actually works. Okay, so let me get the CD burner fired up here. And there we are, new track. All right, let's give this a shot. Well, we've encountered our first problem. I didn't even notice it. It's saying that it's had a power off detected. And that's because one of the settings on here is for more current appliances, of which this turntable would actually count. This is from 2007. And the idea is that, you know, a lot of current technology doesn't use a stable amount of electricity all the time. So it ebbs and flows, and when it ebbs enough, it just shuts down. So it's already detected a problem. So let's take another swing at this. Maybe I just need to be a little quicker on the draw here. All right, the turntable did come back on. Let's get this going before it gets a chance to shut down again. And I can only hear just what's coming out of the grooves. I don't have this running through the stereo right now. Although I guess I could, couldn't I? Just enough to monitor.
No. How come? This is just another thrilling song.
Alright, so I got signal. Alright, let's just let this run and see if it does what it's supposed to. We are currently sitting at 2 minutes left. Let's see what we get. And we're already having another problem. Okay, so it's noticed a little ebb in the power. That bodes well, doesn't it? All right, let's take a cut here. Let's see if I can get a shot at this where it actually does what it's supposed to all the way through. All right, I've set it for another 5 minutes. I've also changed the power setting to always on. So let's see if we get a different result this time. Okay, there we go. And let's start this back up. Alright, we just hit the 1 minute note. 1 minute note. Does that even make sense? Let's see if this shuts down the way it should. If this works the way it has in previous tests, it might not shut down. Hopefully it does. Alright, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That worked so well. Alright, I've got one more little thing I want to do here before I close things out for today, and I'm going to try and keep this from becoming a crotch shot. But I've got Bob all nice and locked up. You can see that the key is straight up, as it should be, because if it were open, it would be going the other direction. So, let me hook this all back together and keep it in the shot, if I'm lucky. There we go. Okay, we're locked down. Now, the box, let me grab the box real quick here. One thing this touts is that it's great for all ages, and it goes up to age 17 for use with this thing. Well, I'm going to show you something that probably a moderately strong 8-year-old could do. So again, no editing, no nothing. I'm going to try and keep this from becoming a crotch shot. I win. Well, that's it for today's Ben's Junk. I'll see you again soon.